All right, folks. So, real quick, just wanted to go over a few things before you take the quiz, just so you have an idea of what's on there before you take a look at it. We went over most of this, so very quickly, just to recap. And there are three things in this slideshow that I'll show you, and there's three things you need to do on the quiz. And we've gone over two of them. So, just very briefly, you will have to do this for a couple numbers. This is scientific notation. Just rewrite the number in its expanded form. Okay, 3.45 looks like an awfully small number, but since it's times 10 to the fourth, you're making that number bigger, you're expanding it to its full form. All right, so rewrite the number. The 4 tells us how many decimal places. The times 10 just moves the decimal place once, but the 4 tells us how many tens, so how many decimal places. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And it obviously makes sense. This number, 10 to the fourth, it's a big number. It's 10,000, I believe. So you're taking that small number times the big number. So your number is going to naturally get bigger. All right, 3 times 10,000 is 30,000, and that is in fact your answer here. All right. Feel free. So the decimal place is at the end. Don't need to write it. You can leave your answer like this. If you want to put the comma to show it's 34,500, go for it. All right. Now, the other thing we talked about was linear versus exponential. Okay. Equations. There's no exponents. We know what this is. We've dealt with this all year. It's got a growth, a constant growth, a starting value. It's linear. Okay. Compare that to this, where, look, the x is just a regular part of the problem. The x here, it's an exponent. So this is exponential. If you want to just put exponent, you could. We were doing that in class, but exponential is what you want, all right? So equations that we've dealt with, linear. Equations with an exponent, exponential. Same thing here. We've dealt with this all year. This has a constant growth. The growth is 2. The slope, up 2 over 1. Slope is 2, and that continues up 2 over 1. Constant growth. Linear. It's a line. Linear means it's got the word in it, line. So linear. Graph that we don't know how to find the growth for, it's a curve. The growth changes, from here to here, it's like up 2 over 2, so it'd be like 1, but from here it's over 1 up, is that 5? So that's like a growth of 5. So it went from 1 to 5. It's growing more and more every time, exponential. All right. On a graph, you guys seem to have trouble with this. It just has to do with the growth, okay? So this is going by 1. So this is the same every time. But that's not what we want to check. We want to check the y. Grows by 3, then 12, then that's 40-something, 50-something. Either way, it's a pretty big number. So the growth is not consistent. If it was 3 the whole time, that'd be different. But already with 3 and 12, you're out, you're done. It's exponential. All right. Finally, this is constant. Minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, minus 3. Okay. This is going by 1 as well. You can check both, but the one you're really focused on is the y. It's the same, linear. If you graphed this, it's a line. Okay. Okay. So those are two things you need to do on this quiz. First, be able to write scientific notation as expanded form, and be able to tell me linear versus exponential for a equation, graph, table. Okay. All right. The final thing is these exponents. Okay. It's going to ask you to write it in expanded form. Think of it like an accordion. Pull it apart. How many 4s are we multiplying here? 3. 1, 2, 2, 3. All right, how many here? 2. 1, 2. How many 4s are we multiplying in total? 5. So expanded form looks like this, and then exponential form, I think is what it's called, looks like this. All right, the shortcut is you add the exponents. They have the same base of 4, 3 plus 2 is 5. So there's a shortcut there, but I think it's going to ask you to do both, so make sure you do both. All right. Finally, kind of the same thing. You can write it as expanded form. It's 4 times x times x times x times y times y times y times y. I'm getting that from the 4, 3 x's, and the 4 y's. All right, then you got a 2, an x, and 2 y's. Okay, so first thing to notice is the exponent only goes with the base. That 2 for the exponent only goes with the y. All right, doesn't go with the x or the 2. All right, same thing here. There's only one 4. The 3 exponent there goes with the base of x. Okay, when you put it back together, numbers still multiply like numbers. 4 times 2 is 8. Count up all your x's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count up all your y's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. All right, the shortcut is numbers still multiply like numbers. The x's, you got a base of x and an exponent of 3. Technically, this exponent would be 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4. X to the 4th. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6. All right. All right. One last slide. What the heck? Same thing. Even though this, scientific notation is not very accurate, this decimal should be over here. Don't worry about that. Just rewrite your number saying without any exponents. So you're moving that decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 extra spaces there. It's 7, 7, 4, 5, 0, 0, 0. Put your commas in there if you want. It's 7,745,000. That's it. Quiz time. Do this stuff on the quiz. Guys will be great. If you need any time tomorrow, we'll take a little bit of time, but I would hope you guys get most of it done. All right. Take care. Have a great day.